Have your legs felt shakier lately? Maybe a little stiffer in the morning? You're not imagining things. And it's not just getting older. There's something else happening, quietly, slowly, without any warning signs. For many people after the age of 60, the muscles in the legs begin to weaken, not because of illness, not because you're doing anything wrong, but because of something small, something silent. It starts with the little things. You stand up from bed and your knees feel wobbly. You take a few steps and they're slower than they used to be. Your thighs feel tight, your balance a little off. So you tell yourself, maybe I just slept funny, or I must be tired today. But what if it wasn't just tiredness? What if there's a simple reason behind it? What if it could be reversed? You see, the body doesn't lose muscle overnight. It happens gradually, quietly, through small routines we forget, especially in the first 30 minutes of the day. What if one tiny thing you're skipping each morning is quietly draining your strength? A glass of water, a stretch, 5 minutes of light, even the way your feet touch the ground. But to your body, they're everything. Your muscles are listening, your nerves are waiting, and each morning they're asking you for a signal. Are we still being used? Are we still needed? The truth is, muscle loss is not a part of aging. It's a result of disuse. And what we do in the morning, or don't do, can set the tone for strength or weakness the rest of the day. So today, let me walk beside you, not with complicated exercises, not with expensive pills, but with a few gentle, science-supported changes you can begin tomorrow morning, right from your bed. Because your legs, they're more than limbs. They're your independence. They carry your weight, your memories, your freedom, and they still have so much more to give, if we just remind them. So before we begin, if this message already speaks to something you've been feeling deep inside, please give this video a like, and consider subscribing to the channel. One like, one subscription from you is more than support, it's encouragement. It tells us, keep making these videos. It helps us reach more people who need this gentle reminder. Now, let's begin this morning together, and give your legs the strength they've been waiting for. You open your eyes. The room is still. Soft morning light spills across the floor. You sit up, slowly. Your feet touch the ground. And right there, in that quiet moment between sleep and the first step, your body whispers something, a slight tightness in the back of your legs, an unsteady feeling in your knees, a second of hesitation before you rise. You stand, and for just a breath, your legs feel uncertain. The ground doesn't quite meet your feet the way it used to. There's a tremble, a stiffness, a tiny delay in your balance. But you carry on, because that's what we do. You shuffle toward the kitchen. Maybe you lean slightly against the counter. Maybe you've already started avoiding stairs. Or you find yourself hesitating before reaching for something high up. It happens so gradually, you don't even notice it, until you do. A few years ago, you moved freely. Long walks, gardening, bending down, getting back up. These weren't things you thought twice about. Now, you might think, I'm just getting older, or it's normal to feel a little slower. And yes, to a degree, it is. But what if the truth is gentler and more hopeful? What if what you're feeling isn't age catching up, but a quiet loss of connection between your brain, your muscles, and your daily rhythm? Because the body is built on signals, and after 60, those signals become softer, not gone, just easier to miss. Here's the surprising truth. Most leg weakness in older adults doesn't come from injury, it comes from disuse. The muscles in your thighs, calves, hips, they're waiting every day for a reason to stay strong. And if that reason doesn't come, they start to fade. Not all at once, but inch by inch. You may notice, it's harder to get out of a low chair. You reach for nearby furniture to steady yourself. Your stride has shortened. You avoid uneven ground. You don't walk as far as you used to. But here's the quiet truth behind it all. The first 30 minutes of your day are powerful, not just for your energy, but for your legs. Why? Because overnight, while you sleep, your body enters rest mode. Your blood circulation slows, your muscles take a break, your hydration levels drop, and most importantly, your legs are still. By the time you wake up, your body is waiting for a cue. Should I rebuild or let go? And when that signal doesn't come, when we skip water, delay movement, or stay too long in slippers and softness, our muscles begin to let go, piece by piece. Let's walk through a typical morning. You wake up, no water yet. You move slowly to the kitchen. Your first intake is a warm cup of coffee, not hydration. Maybe you nibble on toast, maybe nothing. You sit in silence, maybe watching TV. Your feet are still in slippers. Your legs haven't done any meaningful movement yet. It feels peaceful, but to your muscles, it's like hitting the snooze button on strength. They don't get the signal to activate. They don't get fuel. They don't get blood flow. They don't wake up. And so without complaint, they begin to shrink. Not because you're weak, but because they weren't invited to work today. Now, zoom out. Imagine that same routine, not just today, but yesterday, and the day before, and the past 6 months. Can you see it now? It's not age. It's not laziness. It's not irreversible. It's just disconnection. But here's the beauty in that. What was lost through small, daily habits can be regained in the same way. With tiny signals, gentle movement, a sip of water, a bare foot touching firm ground, a squat that says to your brain, these legs still matter. You don't need to run. You don't need the gym. You don't even need 30 minutes, just 3, or even 1. Because here's what science and experience tells us. The legs respond fast to attention. They remember what strength feels like. They rebuild when asked kindly. And most importantly, they carry your freedom. Every step you take, every stretch, every time you stand up on your own, you're not just moving, you're reclaiming a part of yourself. So the next time you feel that tightness in your thigh or the wobble in your knee, don't ignore it. Don't just blame age. Pause, listen, and know your legs are speaking to you. Asking for just a moment of your care, and when you give it, even just a minute each morning, you begin to reverse what time tried to take. Because the truth is, aging isn't the enemy. Inactivity is, and the body is always ready to listen, if we're ready to speak its language. What if I told you that the very first thing your body needs each morning is something most people skip? It's not movement, it's not breakfast, it's not vitamins, it's water. Yes, something as simple as a glass of water, room temperature, plain or with a little lemon. That's it. Sounds too basic to matter, doesn't it? But stay with me. Because this one act, this overlooked moment, could be the hidden reason your legs feel weaker each day. Let's look at what happens to your body overnight. While you're sleeping, you're breathing out water vapor, your skin loses moisture, kidneys filter, and muscles rest but also dry out. By the time you wake up, your body is quietly dehydrated. Not dangerously so, but just enough to thicken your blood, slow down your circulation, and make it harder for oxygen and nutrients to reach the farthest parts of you, your legs. Especially if you're over 60. Now think about your morning again. You wake up, maybe you stretch, but you don't drink anything right away. Instead, you go straight to coffee. Coffee, while comforting, doesn't hydrate. It can worsen dehydration, especially on an empty stomach, causing blood to stay thick, heart to work harder, and muscles to stay underfueled. So your blood stays thick, your heart works harder to move it, and your muscles, calves, thighs, hips, stay tired, stiff, underfueled. You think it's old age, but it's the lack of water. Your muscles, millions of fibers woven together, depend on mitochondria, the tiny energy factories inside your cells that convert food into power. No water, no energy, no strength. Legs feel heavy before breakfast. It's not weakness, it's muscle dryness. Even just 2% dehydration has been shown to reduce walking endurance and leg strength in older adults. It doesn't happen all at once. It builds each day you skip morning water. Each week, without first thing rehydrating, your legs lose a bit more spark. At first, you don't notice. It's subtle, but over months or years, the loss becomes noticeable. Slower steps, softer knees, more fear on stairs. It doesn't mean you're broken. It just means your body hasn't been given what it's been quietly asking for. Water. A simple morning glass. That's it. Not supplements, not surgery, not expensive treatments. Just kindness. In the form of hydration. Here's something else to know. Your nerves need water too, to send messages from your brain to your legs. To help you balance. To stop you from falling. Dehydrated nerves are slow. They forget how to fire quickly. They lose sharpness. And your legs? They respond more sluggishly than before. So what can you do? You start small. Before your feet even hit the floor, you take a sip. Within 10 minutes of waking, you drink 15 to 20 ounces of water, room temperature, slowly, gently, letting it soak into your system. And in that moment, without fanfare or applause, your body begins to come back online. Your blood thins, your circulation picks up, your legs receive oxygen, your nerves sharpen, your mitochondria hum, and most importantly, your strength starts to return. Not instantly, not like magic, but steadily. Day by day, your legs grow more responsive, more confident, more alive. This is the turning point. The realization that what felt like aging was really just neglect, not from carelessness, but from not knowing. No one taught you that water was strength, that morning hydration was muscle protection, that a simple sip was a spark of life. But now you know, and knowing is power. From this moment forward, your mornings can look different. Not harder, not longer, just more aware. You'll wake with purpose. You'll sip with intention. You'll stand with more ease. And with every step, you'll feel something stirring, not just in your legs, but in your spirit. The quiet voice inside that says, you're not fading. You're still here. You're strong and getting stronger. And it all begins with a glass of water. So now you know, it's not just aging. It's not just getting slower. It's the quiet absence of signals. And the good news is, you can bring them back. Right from your home, right from your bed, right from tomorrow morning. Let me show you how. Step by gentle step. Step 1. The wake-up glass. You don't need to rush. You don't even need to get out of bed just yet. All you do is reach for the glass of water you placed on your nightstand the night before. Room temperature. Simple. There, waiting to greet you. You take your first few sips slowly. No phone, no thoughts of the day. Just a quiet moment with yourself. As the water moves through you, imagine it like morning sunlight, softly waking your blood vessels, nudging your muscles to stretch, telling your legs, I'm here, let's begin again. Within 10 minutes, your body begins to respond. Circulation improves, muscle cells receive oxygen, nerves sharpen. You haven't moved an inch, but you've already started rebuilding. Step 2. 60 seconds of leg pulses. Now, while you're still sitting on the edge of the bed, try this simple motion. Extend one leg out in front of you, just slightly lifted, and gently pulse it up and down. Tiny, controlled movements from your thigh, not your ankle. Do this for 30 seconds. Then, switch sides. You might feel a little warmth, maybe a soft tingling. That's good. That's life returning. This tiny exercise, just 1 minute, wakes up dormant nerve connections. It gently activates blood flow, and most of all, it tells your body, these legs are still in use. No pain, no sweat, just a morning hello from your muscles to your mind. Step 3. Protein before the sun is too high. Next, it's time for your first real nourishment of the day. But this time, instead of toast, cereal, or just coffee, you offer your body something it truly needs: protein. Why? Because after age 60, your body no longer responds to protein the same way. It becomes slower to rebuild muscle, unless you give it the right signal: early, strong, and complete. That means 20 to 30 grams of protein within the first hour of waking. Scrambled eggs, a cup of Greek yogurt, a scoop of protein in a smoothie, even a little cooked chicken if that's your style. Not just a snack, but a signal. One that tells your body, stop breaking down muscle, start rebuilding. This habit doesn't just help your legs grow stronger, it also boosts energy, steadies your mood, and keeps your appetite in balance all day long. It's not a diet, it's nourishment with purpose. Step 4. 10 minutes of morning sunlight. While your breakfast is cooking, or maybe while you're enjoying your tea, take a few minutes to step outside or sit by a bright window. Let the light touch your face, your arms, maybe even your legs. This is not about tanning. This is about waking up the systems inside your body that are controlled by light. Because sunlight does more than you think. It helps your muscles absorb calcium. It triggers your body to produce vitamin D, a vitamin deeply tied to strength, balance, and even nerve health. Without sunlight, your legs may still feel tired, even if you eat well. You might feel heavy, foggy, just off. But just 5 to 10 minutes of soft morning sun, even on a cloudy day, can reset your internal rhythm, reduce inflammation, and wake your legs gently. And if stepping outside isn't an option, just opening a window and sitting near the fresh air helps. Because it's not just about light, it's about presence, stillness, breathing with the morning. Step 5. Walk barefoot for 5 minutes. After breakfast or while tidying up the kitchen, take a few minutes to slip off your shoes. Feel the floor beneath your feet. Cool, firm, grounding. Walk slowly across a safe, clean surface. The hallway, the kitchen tile, a wooden floor. Let your heels touch, then roll through the ball of your foot. Feel the connection. Why? Because your feet are full of nerves that send signals to your brain. Signals that say, I'm standing. I'm balanced. I'm here. Shoes, especially soft cushioned ones, mute those signals. Over time, they weaken your feet. And when your feet lose connection, your legs lose strength. But walking barefoot, just 5 minutes a day, can retrain those nerves, reawaken stability, and strengthen your ankles and calves. No gym, no pain, just you, your breath, and the earth beneath your feet. Step 6. Chair squats. 3 minutes to activate strength. Now, a final morning step. Stand in front of a chair. Place your hands on the backrest for balance, if needed. Slowly lower yourself down, as if to sit, but don't quite land. Hold that hover. Feel the tension in your thighs, your glutes, your hips. Hold for 10 to 20 seconds, then rise back up. Repeat 3 to 5 times. This is not exercise. It's a reminder to your body, to your bones, to your balance, that these muscles still matter, that these muscles are still in use. This simple movement triggers your body to release important growth chemicals like IGF-1 and testosterone, which protect bone density and fight age-related muscle loss. And it only takes 3 minutes. No weights, no trainer, no noise, just quiet strength. Let's take a deep breath and imagine, just for a moment, what tomorrow morning could feel like. You open your eyes, and instead of rushing, you pause. There's a quiet stillness in the room. You reach for that glass of water by your bedside, already waiting for you. With each sip, your muscles begin to soften. Your blood stirs, your heart beats just a little more easily. No noise, just nourishment. You sit up, stretch gently, and then before even standing, you pulse one leg, then the other. Small, simple lifts, tiny activations. Small, simple lifts, tiny activations. Your thighs begin to hum. Your nerves wake up. Your legs respond. You smile. Because you haven't even taken a step, but already your body feels more alive than yesterday. You head to the kitchen, prepare something real, something with protein, a couple of eggs. A scoop of yogurt, a small piece of chicken or fish, if that's what you like. Whatever it is, you eat it with intention. Because now you know, this isn't just breakfast, it's muscle medicine. While it cooks, you step outside for a few minutes, or you stand by the window, letting the sun touch your skin. Even just 5 minutes. That's all it takes. You feel the light, and something shifts inside you. A rhythm resets, a quiet energy begins to build. Back inside, you slip off your shoes, feel the ground under your feet. Slow steps, heel to toe, back and forth. This is more than walking. This is reconnection. Your feet speaking to your brain, your body remembering how to balance, how to hold itself tall. And to finish, you move toward your chair. Hover, hold, squat, just a few times. No rush, no strain, but deep down, your body hears it. Yes, these legs are still needed. We're not done. This whole routine, water, pulses, protein, light, bare steps, squats, takes just 15 to 20 minutes, but the message it sends to your body is loud and clear. Rebuild, repair, return to strength. You didn't need a gym. You didn't need motivation. You just needed a rhythm, one rooted in care. And as the days go by, something shifts. You rise from chairs more easily. Your steps feel stronger. You wobble less. You feel more grounded. Because your legs are no longer fading quietly. They are remembering. And all it took was a morning that remembered them.